I guess Rise started about 2015. Really, to be honest, when after I retired, I didn't know what to do. And from there, I got lucky and I got an opportunity to coach a high school team, my old high school, Bishop McNally. And I got opportunity to work with a bunch of great kids. And from their off season, it was just so natural for these kids to come out and wanting more, always wanting more. So I approached them about doing a summer training, a summer camp. And these 6 kids, our goal was to just get better over the summer. And then from there it just kind of evolved, and I guess that's how Rise started.
The crazy part about all this is that we actually never intended this to be a club.
Yeah.
Really, we wanted to take the love and passion that Kelvin had, developed for strength and conditioning, and offer that. And as we started to, we had a night where we sat down on the floor and we said, okay, we're investing a lot of our time and knowledge and effort, and we're seeing a lot of gains in these kids athletically, but we are not offering them anything more. We're not offering them the platform to now actually go out there and show everybody, hey, you overlooked me. I was an underdog. You didn't give me a chance. Look at what I'm doing now. And we weren't giving them that opportunity. And we said, are we going to do this? Are we going to make? Are we going to make the jump and form a team? And to start off, we had a 12-year-old. We had grade 10s, grade 11s, grade 12s. We had a little bit of everything.
Didn't even play ball.
Yeah, and we said, okay, we got 9 guys. We're a team. Ordered jerseys in, 2 months. Quickly brought them in from the Philippines, and just in time made it for the first tournament, almost late April, May, June-ish.
But that's the beautiful thing, though. That's the beautiful story.
Yeah.
Right? Those are humble beginnings.
Yeah.
And we look back at that time. It was a struggle. We're happy. We're glad that we went through that struggle. It's humble beginnings, because that's a great story to have. To go back and really appreciate where we come from.
The first thought I had in my head when I first started Rise was it's completely different from playing community ball. I first started off playing community ball, and the kids were much bigger, stronger, more better, and there's this different atmosphere and better gaming.
My first day was tough. Coach put me through training that I've never been before with previous clubs. It was just, I felt like I got better under him.
So I remember my first day. My first day was a crazy experience. I started off, I came in and I was pretty nervous. I didn't know who was gonna be there. I didn't know who was the coach. I didn't know anyone there. So when I walked in, I put my stuff down. I looked around, and there was like a bunch of like I wouldn't say athletes. There was like guys that didn't even look like they played basketball. But so when we started, we started doing some movement stuff. And when we did movement stuff, I was like, wait, what am I doing here? Like, aren't we supposed to be playing basketball? But after a while, I started to get used to it, but I wouldn't really say I got used to it. I was dying when I was doing the movements. It wasn't like anything hard either. It was like simple movements like bear crawls or stuff like that. And I just couldn't seem to do it. So when I came home, I looked on YouTube like bear crawls and all that, and I saw that like NBA players were doing stuff like that. So I think that's when I decided that I think that programming is good for me.
For me, from transitioning from a player to a junior coach at Rise, it was just the way I spoke to people at a certain time. Like when to joke around, when to be serious, just little things like that. That's my biggest change from being a player to junior coach. Watching how Coach K is with the kids, I just try to take pieces from that and implement it into what I do with them too, just because I saw how he was with me and how I reacted when he taught me stuff. So I just know firsthand how it is to have good coaching and build a connection with the kids.
So my first day of strength and conditioning, I honestly had no idea what to expect. Most of my fitness background came from just community basketball, casual basketball, or some sort of martial arts. So getting in to the whole strength and conditioning, I honestly had no idea what to expect. A lot of it was full body workouts, nothing like, oh, one day was upper body, one day was legs. It was like we worked on like everything, core, legs, upper body. So I remember how hard it was, especially me being 12 years old. I ended up waking up the next day, my legs were shaking and I could barely get out of bed. So that's all I remember.
In my honest opinion, the area that I improved the most was, I actually don't think there was one area where I improved the most. I think there was many different areas. One especially is my physique. How I'm built before and how I'm built now is completely different. I also think on the court, I think every single aspect on the court, whether it's passing, shooting, driving in, things like that, like I'm able to take more contact, able to finish more. And I think also one big thing is my mental game. I think that I improved on knowing where to go, knowing when to attack, like things like that, small things like that.
So eventually, when we said we're going to make the jump, turn this into a club, we decided to stay within our roots, the Northeast, and ensure that we made everything as convenient as possible for parents, for kids, just because we know that it's a different lifestyle. Parents are working more jobs. Kids are going to school in the area instead of having to commute that extra hour, hour and a half to get to other areas of the city. It's going to be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Bus ride.
Yeah. So we stayed in the Northeast.
Yeah, it was very important for us. It's very important for us to stay within and stay in our roots.
Yeah. So in 5 years, I really see Rise as a true leader in basketball in Calgary. Not in the sense of just basketball, but in sports performance in general. And when I say sports performance, it's not even just basketball. Like, we're at the point where we can train just athletes, whether you play soccer, whether you play whatever it may be, yeah. So we want to be able to target and give other athletes in other areas those same opportunities that we're seeing our own players in basketball excelling in. So that's kind of where I see Rise slowly kind of like expanding.
So I'm just gonna piggyback on what you said. In the next couple of years, I really feel like Rise has an opportunity to move, be one of the best basketball programs in the city, and give these kids an opportunity. We got some basketball players in our program.
Up and coming.
Up and coming.
Yes.
Up and coming. It's scary.
Well, what I mean by that specifically is we've seen the short-term benefits of what athletic development can do. And unfortunately, we haven't had certain players that are already senior players in the program long enough to really see where they can be in 5-6 years.
Right.
They're only maximizing 3 years because they're almost over age. We have currently a group of 10, 11, 12-year-olds that will get that opportunity to be with us for about 8 to 9 years.
And you're seeing
we're seeing results. We're seeing 10, 11, and 12-year-olds that are competing against players that are 12, 13, and they're excelling and dominating. So what more if they continue in that journey when they become high school players after being in the program for 6, 7, 8 years? They're going to just be monsters.
We want athletes that move well, main thing, better humans, just
all around.
all around good kids and good humans. So the next 5 years, that's our goal. These kids graduate from Rise and then they move on to have better jobs.
Better careers, in the sense of like athletic careers.
That's a win
college,
for us.
yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.